Today I'm fishing a lake up in New York that I haven't fished in over 10 years. And I'm giving myself 6 hours to catch 5 bass that weigh 14 pounds. And if I don't, then I'm going to have to do 50 push-ups for every pound that I'm off while being dressed like Rocky Balboa. To make things even a little bit more difficult, I'm going to be using zero electronics while fishing. Oh no! Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love using my Humminbird electronics to go out there and catch bass. But I know that there are a lot of you that like the old school kind of style of fishing. Now, I am gonna be using my 2D and my mapping simply to get around this lake and not hit a giant rock pile. But as you can see, I got my Humminbirds covered up front. Now, one of the first things that I do when I get to every single lake is I like to fish basically right at the boat ramp. I'm always gonna look around and just start fishing whatever looks good. And when I launched my boat today, I noticed some arrowheads and some lily pads up in some shallow water. And if there's anything that I know about northern largemouth is that they love to get in shallow water if you can find the right cover. So I decided to trolling motor up to this cover to see if it wasn't enough water to hold some bass. Now, after fishing through some of these pads and grass and matted vegetation, I decided to move out a little bit from where I was. I noticed a small lip with my own eyes, and I could see that there was some type of grass growing on that lip. So I decided to flip those areas just with a simple Texas rig, but yet again, I failed to get a bite. Now, like a lot of lakes in New York, they are typically surrounded with docks. And so the next thing that I wanted to do was to fish some docks. So I saw a good row of docks. I pulled up to them and started skipping a swim bait and some other baits up under the docks. Now, something that was making fishing a little bit difficult was that it was pretty windy and the wind was blowing directly down the lake. So a lot of areas that I was fishing, I was having to deal with a lot of waves. I noticed on Google Earth that there was a river at the very bottom end of the lake. So I decided that I was going to run down to that. But before I did, as I was going under the bridge, kind of that separates the bottom part of this lake and the top part of this lake, I noticed a small marina and decided to go up into that marina and see if I couldn't flip some docks and catch a bass. There's a fish right there. Okay, well, there we go. That is the first bass of our trip, and not a keeper for sure. Nice little 11-incher, fat, thick fish, but hey, it is a clue, and that is a heck of a lot more bites than we've had so far. So now, not only did I fish around that marina, but I also fished a large grass mat that was really close by. It all looked really good, but I only caught the one small non-keeper. So I decided to go ahead and run down to the bottom of the lake where this river was. I thought that this would allow me to get out of the wind and also find some shallow water bass. Now, the first thing that I noticed when I got down to the river is towards the mouth, there was a very large marina. And when I looked over at the marina, I noticed that there was some matted vegetation and some lily pads all mixed around this marina. And years ago, I fished on Lake Champlain, which is also in New York. And one of the best things that I ended up doing was fishing in large marinas that had matted vegetation, and ended up catching quite a few fish this way. So I decided to go ahead, creep into that marina, and start flipping and pitching and frogging around these docks. Oh no! Well, I decided to stop over in this little area because when I looked over, it's a lot of the same stuff, but this particular section, I noticed that there was some pads and some mats mixed in with the boats, and literally on like my 5th or 6th flip, man, one picked that up, and I think that may have been a good fish there. Just the way by judging by everything, and he got wrapped around a post, and I put a lot of pressure on him and broke him off. So not ideal, but what can I say? There he is. Oh my gosh. Both of those fish came right where kind of the dock meets up against the walkway. I'm just kind of take my time here, and there's got to be some more. Two bites pretty quick. I feel like there's got to be some more. Well, hey guys, quickly, I just wanted to butt in and just say thank you so much for not only watching this video, but just watching all of my videos over the last several years. I also want to let you guys know that right now over at Fin Fishing, my fishing apparel business, I am running a package deal for the month of October 2024. You can actually get a USA made sun shirt and a bass hat, which has a wooden bass badge on it, for $67. So it's a great deal. You can save a lot of money and you really help support this channel. So I'm gonna leave some links down below. Thank you to all of you who have supported Fin Fishing in the past. That fish that I just caught, man, he hit it so hard and then he dropped it and came after it. It kind of made me think that maybe it was not just one fish. I tossed right back in that same spot and another one picked it up, set the hook, and literally came back with nothing. So these fish are really giving it to me right now. That actually might be a keeper. We just got keeper number one, and it's just a keeper. Really struggled in the last few minutes to hook up and hold fish. That fish weighs 0.99. So literally a 1 pounder, not even, but it's keeper number one. And we've had 4, 5, 6 bites in a matter of minutes. So I'm just gonna keep on seeing if there's some quality fish mixed in, and we'll just go from there. But at least getting some bites now, so that's refreshing. Yeah, what a cluster that was. All right guys, just got fish number 2. Just another keeper, nothing big yet. I'm very, I guess you could say, confused by everything that's transpired over about the last hour. I'm gonna weigh this fish quick. It's a 149. It's a nice little 1.5-pounder. Not what we're looking for, but hey, when you don't got nothing, you gotta start somewhere. I'm a little confused by everything that I've seen. I mean, I broke those 2 off, and man, they felt like better bites than I've had, but obviously I've only caught one, like little fish, non-keepers. So I'm just trying to get a feel for it. And it's weird because that first like set of docks I came to, I had 5 bites in there. The very next set, 0. The very next set, 0. Now this is the next set, and I just got another bite. So I don't know, I would have thought maybe I would have got more bites, but you know, this is just part of fishing and just trying to figure it out. You know, why was it that one dock I had 5 bites and all these other ones I haven't had that many? So we're just trying to figure it out. I mean, that's all we're trying to do right now. So I don't know what was going on with my line earlier. I mean, I broke off those two, and I don't get it, but we just got to keep on keeping on, guys. Definitely seems like all the bites I've had have been the first kind of half of the dock. This kind of half up here is probably about a foot shallower than it is on the second half, and it just seems like that's what the fish are wanting. I'm kind of keeping everything honest right now and whatnot, but so far that's just kind of where I've had the majority of my bites. Keeper number 3. This is a small 12-incher. .01. So we got 3 fish for 3.5 pounds. So we are making memories. Let's freaking go. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Fish number 4, a little bit better. Still, I mean, I want to be catching 2.5 to 3 pounders, but on a frog. So a little something different. And I was just about to skip over an area, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna frog it quick. And first cast, got this one, which is the biggest one of the day so far, a 202. So really aggressive bite. Love that. Hopefully there's a couple more back in there. We're about to find out. Nice fish. Let's go. Okay. About thick fish. All right, well, just got fish number 5. So we got us a small limit, but the last 2 are definitely a little bit better quality. That fish came up and nailed the frog, but he missed it. And so I cast one more time in there with the frog and nothing happened. And then I pitched in there with my Texas rig and he ate it. So it's a 224, a little bit more like what we want to catch, but still we got a lot of room to grow. We're definitely going to need some bigger ones. But hey, that's one kind of in the right trajectory there. So I'm pumped though. I don't really know what to expect right now. I'm just trying to cover a lot of water, and there seems to be fish in this general zone. I don't know that they're super grouped up, but I might just keep throwing that frog, because it seems like the ones that have hit the frog, even though that one I didn't end up catching on the frog, have been a little bit better quality. So I'm gonna keep throwing that frog, see if I can't get bit, and I'll pitch on them if they keep missing it. So limit took us it's 1:30 right now. We started at 10, so it took us 3.5 hours to catch 5 fish. I really wish I would have seen those first 2 that I broke off in here.
was a really cool bite. I didn't think he'd get it, but man, he actually got it really good. It's an upgrade, not a big upgrade, but it's definitely going to be heavier than my .99. $127. Thanks, buddy.
Now, after fishing through this marina, it just seemed weird to me that the first set of docks that I came to, I had like 5 or 6 bites, and then I had just another 4 or 5 bites after fishing probably 10 of these large marina docks. It really seemed as if there was just a number of fish on that one dock, and I also know that I had skipped a couple of docks, which were the first 2 leading into this marina, so I actually wanted to go back and fish those, but before I did, I decided that I would go ahead and go further into the river. I just wanted to see what was there. Was there a bunch of matted vegetation? Was there lily pads? And I spent a lot of time fishing some kind of channel swing banks as well as some matted vegetation. But one thing that I noticed about the mats here is that a lot of them were black in color, and usually you don't see black mats, and so I thought maybe these mats had been sprayed and were dying. And so after fishing in the river for a little while and not getting bit, I decided to go back to that first dock where I had had so many bites to see if I couldn't catch a few fish, including the ones that I had broke off. Just got another fish. I came back to the dock. This is the dock that I originally started flipping, where I broke those 2 off, but I came to the other side where it's a little bit easier, and the first spot where I broke one off, I flipped in there, this guy bit. So he's an upgrade still. Again, I mean, we're looking for bigger fish, and he's definitely an upgrade though. 198. So it gives me almost a pound, kicks me up to 9 pounds. But I checked in them, I didn't see a hook, so I don't think that's the same fish that broke me off. But I feel like I could stay right here on this long section of docks and upgrade and maybe catch 11 pounds, 12 pounds, but I'm gonna flip this dock and then the 2 that I actually didn't flip, and then we're gonna go make a big move, I think all the way to the other side of the lake. There's a small canal over there. It's pretty windy on the main lake right now, so that's kind of why I'm trying to seek out some of the canals and rivers and stuff like that, but an upgrade. There's another one. Oh gosh. Very next flip. That should upgrade us too. There's a lot of fish under this one dock, it seems like. All right, guys. Another one. I don't know what it is about this one dock, but it seems to have a lot of fish on it. So my small fish now is a 127, so that's another definite upgrade. It's another 198. Fat, chunky fish. A lot of fish on this one little dock, I guess. Gives us another 3/4 pound, so let's see what else we can come up with. Another one. Not gonna help us though.
telling you what, I think that there is some sort of metal cable or metal underneath that dock, because I've broke 3 times now, and there's no reason for me to break. Like, I felt something that time, like when I was bringing it up and down, and I wonder if there's some sort of metal piece that runs down the whole length of that or something, because there's no reason for me to have broken that many times. There is a metal something. You see that down there? That's gotta be what I'm hitting. Might be why there's so many fish though on this dock too. See, there's like a metal brace or something. I don't really know what our small fish is. Don't know if that's the same one that I just missed or not. Small fish is a 149, so he probably is going to be right about around there. 160. Gives us a little bit. Gives us a little bit. Chunky fish. Oh my, see? Dang it. I tried not to set the hook as hard. I could feel him on that bar. That was actually a good one there, about 2.5. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't break though. Here we go, fatty. I got 2 bites in that little mat on the other side, including one that I of course broke off. Oh, he weighs 160. That's my small fish too. Oh my gosh, guys. Just come off. Just came off.
Well, we just hit our 6-hour mark, and it may have been a little bit audacious to try and catch 14 pounds in just 6 hours on a lake that I haven't been to in 10 years, and I've only been here a couple of times anyways, but I still had a lot of fun today. I fished all new water. It was all new to me, and it was fun just not using the electronics. We caught a lot of fish, We also broke off a lot of fish, as you guys know. So that metal beam or line that was below that dock was really giving me a lot of fits, but still had a lot of fun. But because I didn't hit my goal weight, you know what that means.
Well, that's about all that song I can play without getting this video demonetized. But anyways, here I am. I was 4 pounds short of my goal. I'm supposed to do 50 push-ups for every pound. So that's 200 push-ups, which is actually a lot of push-ups. Now, before I do these push-ups, I do want to remind you guys that right now over at Fin Fishing, you can buy a USA-made sun shirt and a bass hat for a package deal of $67. So it greatly helps support this channel by shopping at Fin. I will leave some links down below in the description. Gosh, that was only 40. So I got a lot more to go. We're at 68. Jeez. I know some of you out there can probably do 100 push-ups in a row. Not this guy. Oh man, my form is going down. I know it's bad. That's a lot, 110. We got 90 more to go. Holy crap, catch more bass, dude. All right, 190. We got 10 more. Oh my gosh. Man, I didn't think this would be as hard as it was. And one for mom. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed the Lake Break series, I encourage you to watch my very last one that I did. I had a lot of fun. A little bit different than this one that I just did because I used my electronics a lot in this last one, but had a ton of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you